So let me introduce. So my qualification, I'm a chartered accountant, and also I did my CFA, and I started my career as a FI, not as a FI consultant. In fact, in 2005, I started my career as a supervisor and some rights, one automobile company in India. And that time I was using the application. Then I did my FI certification, later CO certification. Okay, and then I came to FSCM, and right now it is S4 HANA. So completed one migration, and right now one greenfield. So we will discuss all these things. So may I know a little bit your introduction? I think I know Dinesh. Uh, Anwar, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Pradeep, morning. Myself
Yeah.
Anwar, I'm working as a
Yeah.
FI consultant since 4 years. So
Okay.
I just want to join this class. There is a two reasons I know about
Mhm.
you. I have seen on the YouTube and all. So by seeing
Okay.
you, I joined this webinar. And again, I'm seeing the demand of the CO
Hmm.
in my present company as well as the
Demand
S4
demand of okay, controlling and S4. Okay, got it.
and the this S4 HANA. So that is the reason
Mhm.
I choose for the webinar. Okay, thanks for
Okay.
conducting this.
Okay. Thanks. Ravi.
Yeah, uh, I'm Ravi, and I'm a
Yeah,
pure
Ravi.
technical person. I'm a pure technical person. My company is just launching a S4 HANA. There is an
Hmm.
opportunity, quite a good opportunity to change the platform. And I did
Hmm.
a more than 12 years in technical. So thinking of
Okay.
moving to functional FICO,
All right. Uh-huh.
that's what I'm looking out through this class. That's about me.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. RG. Okay. 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 I knew. Srikant. Hello, Srikant.
Pradeep, you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hi. I am an FI consultant with 5 years of experience. My firm, my organization is trying to move to S4 HANA. I'm
Mm-hmm.
expecting it will be sometime mid of next year.
Right.
But I thought it would be a good time for me to get used to it and know about
Definitely.
S4 HANA. Yeah, so that's why I thought this is the good time. And Big Classes has approached me, and I thought, okay, then. And your FI and CO classes, I know. I mean, I didn't join your classes earlier, but with your couple of videos in YouTube, and I am aware of your training, Pradeep. So I'm interested. That's why I joined.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So, when these things came, although it is too old now, but initially when I heard a lot of things, I have three questions in my mind. Okay. I'm going to put the same questions on you also. Okay. Maybe you ever also face the same thing. Like, what is HANA? So I will take 1.5 hour. Initially, we will do the initial discussions. Then I will open the platform. You can ask your questions. What is HANA? First question. Then what is S4 HANA? Okay, because you must have heard like something simple finance. In fact, when the meeting when I joined, it was written as simple finance, but actually right now it is not simple finance, right? So what is S4 HANA? And another one is what is SAP? Okay, it's SAP only. S for finance, SFIN. So can anyone try to answer this question? All these things are there in Google. You will find some stuff. You must be heard somewhere.
I think it's Ravi.
Yeah, Ravi.
HANA is a new database platform from SAP, in-memory database.
Okay. Okay.
And S4 HANA is the next evolution of R3.
Okay.
But based purely
Or
on
I can say this is business suite.
Business Studio.
Yeah, complete business suite. Okay. Then
I guess the bottom one is the previous FICO, ERP FICO became S4 Finance. I'm not sure.
yeah. Absolutely right. Okay. Okay. So let me start. So I know you all are consultants. You have the very deep understanding of all these tables and the concept here. Let me give one simple example here, not related to SAP. Then I will come to the SAP example. Okay, because we are recording the session, maybe some new people, they will get the chance to see this. For example, right now, as you know, currently we are working on ECC any database. Let's say it is Oracle database. So how we are working rows and table. The table is consist of rows and columns. So that means let's take one example of one bank. Okay, I'm not talking about SAP, but the concept of table. So in a bank, the table is like this. Okay, assume that in this bank 1000 customers are there. Okay, and in different fields or different tables, they have saved the information about the customers. So here some customer information, here some customer information, like this. So one person, they have their account, or he has their account here. So name, let's say John. Account number, let's say 001, and he lives in Arlington, Virginia. Okay, so right now this is the what you used to call this as master table. This is master table, right? Okay, then for this master table, you have the transaction tables are there. Like this, these are your transaction tables. Okay, or simply I can say TR. So in transaction tables, we have multiple informations like debit information, credit information, then total aggregate information, the balance, like this there. Now, suppose when we are writing any query, or let's say we want an account statement for this customer for a period of, let's say, 2 years, then how the system will work? System first, it will go to the master data table. It will search the customer. Okay. Then for this customer, it will check all the transactions, right? This is how it, right now we are working. Or we can say whenever we are writing any query or whenever we are searching something, so there will be, in general statement I am saying, there are 1 billion searches will be there. Why? Assume that here, let's say 1000 transactions are there. So searches will be 1000 into 1000. So currently we are working like this. In layman language, if I will say, this is very complicated process, and it is also time taking. We all know what are the problem when we have voluminous data are there. This is only simple example I have taken 1000 customer, whereas you think the banks, they have operation in 100 like multiple countries, and they have multiple locations, they have operation, and how many customers they have, what type of transactions they have. So for managing this much of data, okay, and to search anything, to execute anything, this is a big challenge. So what SAP did here, sorry, not I'm talking SAP. So what we will do here, we are going to completely scratch this process. Instead of this process, we will follow something, a different table that we will discuss. That is your columnar table. Now come to SAP. When, because why I've given this example, just to give some idea how currently we are working. We are also currently working something like this type of options or this type of environment. Now, what we need here, even if you will check the SAP material also, they have exactly used the same words. If from client point of view, I'm saying, please mute yourself, some background noise I'm getting. Okay, so if I'm the client and I'm looking for any application, so what I need here, some terminology are there. First of all, I need here, one is your deep analysis. Okay, it should be very high speed. It should be simple and real time. These are my requirements. Okay, exactly same terminology used in SAP application. Your material, certification material also. Now we will understand what are these things. When SAP introduced, as we know all, SAP introduced this structure, R3 structure, they were more focusing on the ERP part, right? They're not focusing. So let's take one SAP traditional data mod. Okay, you have, okay, I will do one thing. I will keep this one. This is your traditional database model, 3 layers. So initially, I will talk more about, I will not talk about functional because we know all this functional part very well. So this is our presentation layer. Application layer. And database layer. Database means any database. Here it is. Okay, let's say Oracle database. So how we are working right now? All our processing part here. When one query will come, it will first presentation layer, from presentation layer to application layer, and then it will extract the data in database layer. Suppose we are going to execute one customer report for, let's say, 2 years or something like that. Then how we are going to work right now? We have one master data table, fine, for customer master. Some customer informations are there. Okay, customer number and what are these tables? So it's KNA1, KNB1, these tables are there, master data tables. Some master data information, general information, your accounting information, company code information, these are there. Fine. Then for this master data, we have transaction tables are there. Fine. So informations are there. Somewhere we are posting the, like what are these tables? So as you know, we have our famous BKPF tables are there. Then BSEG is there. Okay, this is your accounting document tables, header and line items. Then we have what else? Suppose I need to prepare a customer aging report, customer aging analysis report. Then we have in transaction, we have BSID, no, customer open items. Then we have BSAD, cleared items. Then we have aggregate table. These tables are there. Now, what we are doing from various, or when we are executing any report, so from various tables, system will pick the data. System will work here in reverse way. Okay, so it will take the information from this table, okay, and the current database, what is the we are using, Oracle SQL, whatever, it is only just to store the data. That's it, right? It's this current database is not capable of calculation means what I'm saying. Calculation means this current database, they have not the capacity of, or it has not the capacity of processing. So again, it will pick the information from here, and it will put the information here. Okay, let's say BKPF BSEC. So in this process, it will take time. Okay, in this process it will take time, because from a different database we are fetching some informations and we have to execute the report. So as from a different database we have to take the information, right? We have to take the information. It will take some time for processing. So that's why you must be heard like this SAP system is very slow. It's a common, people used to talk about this SAP. Yes, feature wise it is very good. They have the functionalities very good, but from processing point of view, or the system takes a lot of time. It's very slow. It takes a lot of time. So we will see here why it takes a lot of time. You can see here, as it is fetching data from different tables. So many tables are there, you can see. Okay, when we are executing report, so system has to process here, and some lot of other things are there. For example, locking mechanism is there, single processes are there. So in upcoming sessions we will see those. Briefly I'm telling. So this is one problem. Okay, another problem here is, okay, now you got this. Let me remove this to diagram here. Okay, let me create a new one. So one problem is it's row base. Okay, that means we are going to we're going to search multiple tables, and lot of tables are there now. This is your traditional database. Presentation, application, and any database. Now, we all know this database, it has some capacity, right? So maximum depends on your capacity. Let's say here capacity is 2 TB. That means it will store only 2 TB of data. If it will exceed, then what we are using? We are using multiple BW servers or BW extractors. So what we are doing, we are taking the BW system right now, and we are going to do the ETL. Okay, so that means what we will do, all the historical data we can transfer to your BW server. Right now we are doing like this, right? BW servers, we are fetching the data. It's another database, or we can say it is BW extractor. So we are having multiple BW extractors, BW servers. And this is your Oracle here, it's your primary database. Okay, whenever we are executing any report, first it will take the data. Okay, let's say it's an old report. So it will fetch the data from BW, then it will go to the Oracle database. From here, it will send the data to application layer. So that means here everything we will fetch to application layer, and now your all the table informations are available here. BKPF, BSEC, everything, right? This is the only one example I'm talking. Lots of tables are there. So what problem is there? Whenever we are fetching the data, multiple table, we have to create different, like in in rows ways, we have to take so many, like the processing speed, that for that reason also it get reduced. We are using multiple BW servers here. Okay, and the most common word, maybe you heard this here, one is your OLTP, online transaction processing, and another one is your OLAP. So that means OLTP in somewhere and OLAP in somewhere else. So when we are executing this report, or when we are executing some data, or we are writing the query or whatever, it takes a lot of time, as there are different, like two processes here, and system will generate multiple documents. So right now we are working like this. So that's why in the year 2011, SAP introduced one more database. Okay, initially they have not never thought about the database. In fact, they have just introduced in 2000. Right now I'm in 2012. In 2011. In 2011, SAP introduced the HANA database, not as some database. In 2011, they introduced something called as accelerated database. So what they told, like you can go for a secondary database here. Oracle will be your primary database, right? This will be your secondary database, and it is stapled to, this one stapled to your application layer. That means whenever we will post some transactions or any business transaction we will do here, so the data will be there in this HANA database. This is how initially it was there. Okay, in previous system, when we are executing any report, if I will talk about the same customer aging analysis report, it will take 5 to 6 hours. Reason you know very well. Now they try to reduce this processing time, okay, with introduction of this accelerated database. Fine, but that was not enough. Then in 2012, SAP introduced, or some changes are there. They introduce, I'm talking about in 2012, SAP BW powered by SAP HANA. So what they did here, with the same structure, they bring this BW server here, right? This BW server, which was previously separately was there, now they introduce this BW server powered by HANA. And benefit is, it is linked with this. Okay, and benefit is they try to reduce the time, processing time, when in terms of report execution and all. So here the benefit, so right now this is not there. Okay, so BW extractors, even one BW extractors are enough. And here they try to merge OLAP and OLTP. Okay, and it is called as, this is, whatever word I'm using, we have one individual sessions on this. Initial like 7 to 8 sessions will be on this changes and all this technical part. Okay, I'm telling all these things very briefly. So it will be online, or I can say this one is real-time reporting. Okay, so the BW come to this one, powered by HANA. But still, HANA is your secondary database. Secondary database is your HANA database only, and your primary database is any other database or Oracle database. So this is how 2012 completed. Next, 2013, lot of changes are there. What I will do, let me take a different diagram. But still it is you must have heard something like it is in memory, what he told initially, in memory. So what is this in memory? We will see here. I will compare here both approach. One is your classic approach and one is your HANA approach. This is your as usual presentation layer. Then application. Okay, and right now what we are using still SAP ECC only. Okay, ECC, and initially they only focus on the database. No application point of view, functionally no change. Same ECC6 we are using here. And here in 2000, right now we are in 2013. In 2013, SAP introduced when powered previously we have a different one, Oracle database. From Oracle, Oracle with some BW extractor, then they try to enhance the speed. They initially introduced this HANA as booster or just one accelerated. Then they try to bring the BW to powered by HANA. Now in 2013, here, so after successful of this BW powered by HANA, SAP changed the Oracle database. In fact, SAP was giving a lot of business to Oracle previously. HANA database as primary database. Okay, so they introduced the HANA as primary database, and we got the embedded BW. No separate BW extractors are there, it is inbuilt. Benefit is like with one extractor here, benefit is now it is OLTP plus OLAP together. Okay, so this is called as real-time OLTP and OLAP or real-time business. So OLTP and OLAP now combined. Now come to this in-memory, what he said. So what is this in-memory? In-memory means previously there were a lot of burden or the lot of load on the application layer, because everything, the processing, calculation on application, we are fetching the data from database or from BW from different sources, and the processing part, the execution part was on application layer. So that means lot of time you must be you have faced this situation. This is your debug errors are there, ABAP debug errors are there, or your ABAPer will say like write a small query, don't take huge period data, okay, execute multiple times. You must be heard like these things, right? So why? It's because when we are giving load to the application layer, so it will not support. Okay, or I can say in the classical approach, classical means the old one. So in classical approach, it will be like this. This diagram is given by SAP only. Okay, it will be so you can see here more number of data are there from processing point of view at application layer. So that's why we were facing this type of issues. So every time this is not free. Until 2013, there was also a lot of changes from hardware point of view. Initially, some MBs RAMs were available, but in this phase we have like RAMs are cheaper also, and we got like maximum here how much 253 GB RAM available. Okay, DRAM. Now what they did here, they shifted this one. This is your SAP database. So we can do here. Previously in Oracle database, it was only just storing purpose we are using. Now here they shifted this processing part, or this is known as your calculation. So in classical approach, the calculation was completely on application layer. Now SAP put only the hot data in application layer, and rest of the things it is there in your database layer, so that the purpose is the application should be free. In HANA approach, now you can see they shifted this one. Okay, it is called as shift calculation. Shift calculation to database. The purpose is to free the RAM, or the application layer should be free. Now you can see more data in the application layer, and here we will, in upcoming sessions, we will see multi-core processor and all this. Okay, but you can see for the time being, you can say, well, right now, or in HANA database, we can do the processing here. Instead of application, we can do the processing or execution of report or anything. Okay, instead of fetching the data multiple times, then we can do the VLOOKUP, all these things. Instead of doing this, we can get the ready-made reports here from the database layer. This is 2013. And up to 2013, there was no change from your application point of view. We are still in ECC 6 only. Only what they did here, they kept the RAM for free use, okay, for processing purpose. Right. Up to this, there is no change. Only the changes in database or hardware point of view, there is the changes. Now come to 2014. Okay, I will add here itself. In 2014, SAP Simple Finance introduced, not S/4HANA, Simple Finance. SAP. If right now you are saying that Simple Finance, it is completely wrong. SAP Simple Finance, powered by HANA. So what they did here, okay, right now our hardware part completely changed. The calculation process also shifted. So in 2014, your primary database is now HANA. Okay, the ECC is still there. Along with this, SAP introduced the Simple Finance as add-on. Okay, Simple Finance. I'm just telling all these things briefly. A lot of things are there. Okay, a lot of evaluations are there. Okay, in each word, each term, whatever we are discussing, we have a couple of sessions on that. Simple Finance as add-on available. Okay, and initially the version was 1.0. Fine. And what was the benefit here? The benefit was instant. These are the same word you will get in your certification exam, and they are using the same instant financial insight. Okay, we have to discuss a lot on this. Then no aggregates. No aggregates means I can say here lot of tables removed here. Okay, and this is one very beautiful word they have given, or the concept also, single source of truth. Okay, single source of truth. So what is the single source of truth? In each topic, we are going to discuss in detail the single source of truth. So single source of truth, I can say that right now you're having a lot of tables. For open item, one table is there. Okay, for clear items, some tables are there. Aggregate tables are there, Faggle flexed. So Faggle flexed, all these things are there. Everything completely removed in HANA system, and they introduce one new table. Maybe you have idea on this. That is your AC docker. AC docker. That means in end of the day, we are going to transfer each and everything, okay, so to ACID, okay. But still the primary tables are there. That primary tables means this BSEG is there, BKPF master tables, these are there, it will be there. And other tables like this BSID, BSID, these are removed. But it's not removed means it's completely removed, right? In another tables. They changed here something called CDS view. It is there in inactive mode. So that is your CDS view. Okay, so we have two sessions on this CDS view. Okay, so this is your 2014. Okay, now come to the 2015. So in 2015, what happened? So we started our journey from 2011. Now we are in 2015. Up to 2013, it was more hardware part. And in 2014, they introduced this as add-on, right? Okay, if I will show you the diagram here, this one. So this is the ETL process, what we are doing. And in here we have this DRAMs are available. Okay, here we are getting 3 copies of data in different data modules. So that's why it was taking a lot of time. Okay, then this one I already explained, the classical approach. The calculation was more in application layer, and traditional in HANA approach, the calculation we shifted to database layer, or in memory we are doing this. Then this one. So this is 2011. In BW introduced in 2012. 2013 real-time business process with OLAP and OLTP together. 2014 was, that is the simple finance introduced as an add-on, no aggregates, single source of truth. Then 2015. In 2015, what SAP did here? This is your traditional system. Okay, in traditional system you have EC66 and EHP 7. Now two things are there. You must be heard like migration. When we are talking about migration, two things are there. One is your migration and one is your conversion. That means right now the clients are in Oracle database, let's say, and they are using EC6 as ERP system. So first thing is we have to, or the like SAP consultant or the technical consultants, right? So this process is known as your migration. And this one, SAP S4HANA. When I'm saying SAP S4HANA, that means that is not the add-on. That is the complete package. Add-on means with some functionalities they have given along with ECC6, you can use these functionalities. When it is S4HANA, that is complete business enterprise structure or business enterprise, that means that consists of the entire package. And in 2016, SAP, can you please mute yourself? Okay, then they not only restricted themselves to like in late 15 also only to finance, they introduced the S-log also, simple logistic. So that is your conversion. Fine. Migration is your database part and your application is your conversion. So here we have the now come to the deployment option. That means how the client can choose here. One is your on-premises. On-premises means right now how in which format we are working. Same way we can work here. Okay, on-premises. That means you will find the GUI. You have to do the configuration. All these things. Another one is your hybrid. Sorry. Another one is your cloud. Cloud means it is most like suitable for the small and SME level clients. Benefit is here when you are purchasing the SAP license and all, we have to pay, or the client they have to pay a lot of, like, it's a huge cost. So that's why a lot of like small clients they don't even dare to think about SAP. Then SAP introduced what they introduce. You just pay the rent. For example, if I am the small client, so what they are saying that they will take all the information, same everything will be there as is to be blueprint, everything will be there, but we'll do the configuration. SAP will do the configuration. Then I will get my access. I will log into the web portal and we will start working from the web. The configuration, all these things are not required. I should not bother about all these things. And monthly, or we will pay the rent for the cloud. So that is your cloud option. But do you think that these big clients they will go on this option? No, they will try to customize their own configuration. First thing, and second thing, they will they want their data should be secured, not like this in this format. So they will go for hybrid. So there are some differences are there in for example, if I will say from licensing point of view. So in on-premises, the traditional way you have to pay the licensing, whereas in cloud, okay, in cloud edition, they have to give the subscription-based license will be there. Then come to infrastructure point of view. So infrastructure maintenance, so customers in control, like customers are the in control of the deployment. That means in this on-premises, customer is the owner, right? So they are the responsible. That means if some new release or something will be there, then they have to purchase the nodes or they have to do their own. They are responsible. Whereas in cloud, if any changes are there, because in on-premises, there is change in 1 year, right? Whereas in cloud, the changes are like quarterly. Initially, if I will say, first they have introduced 1503, then 1511, then 16.5, 16.10, okay, then 17.9. So these are the different versions. So every time the client, in case of on-premises, their client is responsible, whereas in cloud, automatically will get the solutions. No need to do anything. So cloud customers participate automatically because some changes are there. Automatically, it's changed for them. Then implementation, the same way how we used to do the implementation, highly like we can say individual requirements regarding the business process customization. Whereas here the SAP is providing predefined best practice configuration. That means, for example, I am the automobile company, mid-size automobile company. So SAP already configured or they have standard packages, predefined packages for automobile. They will provide their standard solution. Then whatever the changes are required, they can introduce here. Okay, and my people or my users will start working on this. So that's why if your organization is small and you have complexity is less, then you can go for cloud. But lot of clients or major like clients, they prefer this hybrid. Hybrid means it's a combination of both on-premise and the cloud. So cloud, we are getting the functionality of Fiori, which is like a combination of multiple apps, right? So right now, can you access the SAP from data, like any tab or mobile? No. Whereas Fiori you can access. So all the user activity we can do from Fiori. And this Fiori is completely, it's a free app. Even if you'll try to download it from your window or Android or your Mac systems, so you can do that. Okay, so let me recap what we completed so far. So initially we are in the traditional system. I've given idea how we are going to move from the hardware point of view, right? Then we measure changes for this calculation process. Then we have completed up to 2015, 2016 is still there. Okay, and this is the deployment options. I already given some idea. Okay. Okay. So right now, what they try to change here, instead of like right now we are working on different area. Like we are working, but just give me 1 second. Sorry. So right now we have different areas, like we are working on material ledger, we are working on asset accounting, okay, COPA separately, controlling separately. So everything now, you can see here, everything we are going to migrate to GL. Okay, so that means that universal journal, we have the concept of universal journal. That means end of the day, everything we are going to transfer to universal journal. So when if I need some report, so I don't need to execute the reports in multiple area. For example, if I will say, when you are executing a report, so how many line items if I'm going to post one customer invoice, let's say 2 line entries. So how many line items right now we are getting? 4 line items. 2 line items in customer book, 2 line items from reconciliation account point of view. That means for same report, we are getting 4 line items. Another example we can take here, if when we are posting the what you can say this cost center report or cost center transaction. So here also we are getting multiple transactions. So some informations are there in the BKPF, some informations are there in the BSEG, then some informations for same transaction, some informations are there in the COBK, that is your header table, right? Okay, let me better, I will show you in the system, so you will get some idea. I'm not going to FBL 3.1 report. I will go to BSEC report. So what is BSEC? Your GL line items. Let me take a document first. Say there are 2 documents are there. One is your FI document and one is your CO document. Document number 1015 and document number 1. Okay, now come to technical point of view. Check the BSEC table. So in BSEC table, how many line items we will get? I don't know. At least 3 line items will be there, or 2 line items will be there, because your cost object line items will be there and offsetting line items will be there. Okay, document number 1015. This is your FI line item table. Okay, it's a multi-document. Not only one line wages was there, multiple documents. So here you can see 6 line items are there. So 1, 2, 3, 5. These are your. You can see the cost centers are there. Account type S. This is one offsetting account. Okay, if you're talking about only this one, so you can see we will check the same document number 1 in your CO table also. So for this particular document, 6 line items are generated. Now let's see what is the table? COEP, CO line items. Header data is your COBK and line items is your COEP. Now let's see here. It's a different table. That means we user posted one transaction, but FI line items, we will get it from the BSEG, whereas in CO line items, we are going to get it from COEP, because two documents are generated here. Document number is 1, controlling document. Okay, how can I say it's one document? See here. Okay, CO document 1. So here you will find 5 line items because offsetting account, this bank payment entries are not there in your COEP, that is offsetting account. That means here we can say 5 line items, ignore this offsetting account line, 5 line items in FI data, 5 line items in CO data. So that's why we have to do the reconciliation in month end. That means for one transaction, 10 line items are there. And when we are searching a query, system has to read 10 line items from 2 different tables. These things are simplified here. Instead of maintaining the data in 2 tables, this data will be there. BSEG COEP will be there. Everything we are going to transfer to your GL. Now I'm going to show you the HANA system. Same accounting transaction we have posted there, one FI transaction. In SCDOK, you will find both FI as well as CO transactions. Okay, so let me log into the HANA system. You try to find the difference. Okay, let's take this document number 1000. Now, in previous approach or in our current system, we have to execute 2 tables and we are getting 10 line items because 5 line items each. Here I'm going to search one table, that is your everything we transfer to GL. Okay, SCDOK. Okay? So that is the concept of universal journal. So you can see here. What was the document number? 1000. Company code TP10. Document number 1000. So here you will find both FI data and CO data. So this is new non-leading ledger. You just ignore. Let me select the ledger also. Now see here, how many line items are there? This is your FI. This is your coin means CO data. So CO transactions are there. And in this document, you will not find 2 separate documents. If I will show you here. See here, if I will go to the accounting document, only one document number is there. This is not the controlling document. Okay, it's a technical, this one I need to explain. So only one single document is generated here and everything transferred to your SCDOK. In SCDOK, not only we will find here the line items for FI, you will find the line items for everything. You will find the line items FI, CO, COPA, okay, material ledger, or all the reconciliation, everything. Now, we have one transaction code here, FBL3H. So in FBL3H, for a particular GL, how many line items are there? We can, how many lines are there? What is the GL number? Let's take this one. Previously, if I will post the same transaction, how many line items it will be there? 4 line items will be there. How many line items are there? 1. Because it's only one transaction is posted. Or if I will say Okay, so this everything we transfer to your SAP table, or that is the concept of your universal journal. So that's why this is one of the reason your processing is too faster. That means system will not search multiple areas or multiple tables to get the information. Everything asset we are going to transfer to there. Okay, previously you have the asset tables, right? So everything we are going to transfer. So like what are the asset tables are there? Header table ANEK, ANEP, ANEA. So everything we will transfer to SCDOC. So all this reconciliation things we have completely removed here, and it is in memory. That means multi-core functionalities are there. So processing is faster. And moreover, this universal journal, universal, everything we transfer to SCDOC. So this reconciliation activity is completely removed. That is the like most advantage we can say. Now, if I will come to the syllabus, I'm sure you have got the syllabus. Initial things are the purely technical things. That means we should know. If I will talk about this Unicode, non-Unicode. What is Unicode? Have you tried to check your system right now? It must be, that means we need to do the conversion from this ECC system to, or this Oracle database to new system. So for changes, it should be there. Whenever we are doing some migrations, then some stages are there. First, we need to check the system requirement, whether it is conversible or not. Then we have to do the maintenance planning. Maintenance planner needs to prepare. Then pre-checks needs to be do. Then custom code migrations will be there. Once these things are done, then only we can do the software upgradation or software update. So that means in software update, the data migration should be there. Software update, like data conversion should be there, right? So that's why it must be a Unicode system for this migration. So these things we will see initially. Then all these initial sessions will be purely this technical and all. Then we will start with greenfield implementation. Greenfield implementation means a new client, if they are going to introduce, or they are going to like introduce SAP. That means currently right now maybe they're working on any different platform and they want to do the SAP implementation. Okay, that is your greenfield implementation. So entire the configuration we have to do once again in HANA system. Okay, you will find the same configurations are there, right? Some changes will be there. Like for example, right now we know the classic GL and non-leading ledger. Then one new thing will come, that is your extension ledger. So some more configurations are there. Right now it is one-to-one parallel accounting. Whatever the ledger you will take, leading or non-leading, only one accounting like you can take here, let's say US GAAP or IFRS, whatever you will take, it's only one. Okay, so here we have the parallel accounting systems are there. Right now you can only work on 3 currencies: company code currency, that is local currency, then you have the group currency, then third currency you can take something like hard currency, index currency you can take. But right now, along with these 3, we can take 10 additional currencies. So that's why we have 2 type of currencies there. One is your SCDOC currency settings, and another one is your, that is your BSEC currency system. Okay, and the previous OB22 completely removed here. I hope you remember OB22 when we are where we are doing the currency settings for company code label. Okay, this one. What is? Okay, this one. So here we are doing some currency settings. So these things are completely removed. So this in this place they have introduced the central currency system. Same screen. If I will show you, you will get the screen like this. Okay, and here you will not find the financial accounting, because right now you have the option. You can work on the 4.7 also. That means classic GL you can work, whereas in simple finance, new GL is mandatory. Okay, if I will show you this. See here. Here right now we are working on accounting approach, whereas in simple finance we are going to work on the ledger approach. Okay, so it's a different screen. First we have to define the ledger. So one is your leading ledger, another one is your non-leading ledger, that is the same old concept. Another one is your extension ledger. So when you are taking extension ledger for some functionalities, on top of it, the extension ledger, we have a underlying ledger. So some functionalities are there. Once you define this ledger, then you can assign your company code. Right? So here you can see, if I will show you that company code. See here. This is your ACDOCE. This currency settings for ACDOCE. What is ACDOCE? That is your universal journal. So here we are having 10 currency settings. 1, 2, and 8 here. Okay, so this is called as central currency system. Why? Because everything we are going to transfer to your ACDOCE, and the previous BSEG option is still there. Okay, it is still there. We have still the first local currency, same company code currency. Now the group currency. So this here it is called as group currency. Here it is called as global currency. This is not group currency. This is global currency. Okay, so some changes will be available here. GL point of view, this one changes. Then controlling, previously it was a separate module was there. Now it is part of your universal journal, right? So it's not a separate module. Universal journal consists of the GL, then ARIP, then controlling. So now SAP is going to focus more on the process, not the module based. So that's why if you'll see here, previously this FSCM, credit management, collection management, dispute management, it is part of your FSCM. Okay, we never discuss all these things in our, or we never work in this FI if you are, unless you have not worked in the FSCM system. So this is previously, it's a different module was there, FSCM. Now these things are inbuilt here in Simple Finance. Okay, or S4HANA. Credit management, collection management, dispute management, and this is part of your universal journal. That means linked with your receivable, these things are now, it is inbuilt. Okay, then we have common accounts payable will be there. Asset accounting, lot of changes are there, right? It is called as new asset accounting. Then this is a completely new bank accounting. Fury, I have given some idea that also we need to discuss. Okay, in controlling, if as per SAP material, or they are saying that only that in controlling changes are in product costing and in COPA. Only these two changes are there. Whereas I will say in every topic the changes are there. Maybe small changes also, but changes are there. So that is also we are going to discuss in detail. Cost center also. And previously materializer is optional, whereas it is mandatory now. If you will not activate materializer, or if you will not configure this materializer, then we were not going to work on the MM. So that is also mandatory now. Okay, rest of the things are common. Product costing, cost of controlling. Okay, COPA, like previously we have two type of COPA was there, account based and your costing based. Now it is account based only. Why account based? Because everything we are going to transfer to your ACDOCE or universal journal. Okay, brownfield implementation means it's migration. That means already we are working on SAP ECC6 with any database, and we have to migrate to new system. Now you can ask your questions. I hope you got some idea. Hello? Are you getting me? Hello? Do you have any question?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Veera.
Yeah, sir. I have a doubt, sir. Sir, I need a little bit more difference between what is finance, FICO, SAP FICO, and HANA. So, what is the difference between these things, sir? These both are
Viraj,
financial.
both are finance. Maybe you joined late. I started from the very beginning. Okay, so you can see here, so many things we discussed. Okay, right
Okay.
now, like same FICO will be there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you will get your answer. Go through this recording of the session. They will share you. So all these things we discussed. Okay, that means previously whatever there in the FICO, same things are there here in S4 Finance, but it's on a different platform. So I did a complete comparison of your old system and the new system, starting from the beginning.
Okay. Okay. Sir. Yes,
Yeah, tell me.
okay, so classes when we start our classes, sir.
Ashwini will confirm. Okay, so this things you can technical things you can ask me now.
Okay, sure, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Anwar, do
sir.
you have any question?
Nothing, sir.
Yeah, are you going to cover this FSCM also in there?
It is by default included. If you will skip this one right now, if in HANA system, if you'll try to create FD01, it will not work because all these things are converted into business partner function. See, if I will try to here FD01, see, redirecting transaction BP,
Okay, fine.
FD01 obsolete. That means the old system is no longer available. It's inbuilt FSCM. FSCM means not the treasury part, other things.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah.
Have
Because
any this in the collection
yeah,
management, credit control management?
yeah, it is everything is there. You see here.
Yeah, credit
Other than
control
phrase,
management is there, but is there any changes in S4HANA?
yes, changes are there. You are talking about that means like in as credit control management, any changes from finance system if we will compare the previous FACM or changes in the sense previously it was separate module, separate license, now it is inbuilt. And functional point of view or functionality point of view, there is no change, not major change, I will say.
Okay, fine. Going to,
If we will not do, then our complete functionality will not work. That I'm trying to say here.
okay, fine, fine. Thank
Because you can see XD01 is not there, FD01 is not there, VD, and how we will create. We have so different options are there. That means right now what we are doing, we are creating a customer in FD01, and in FSCM we are creating the what you call business partner. Then we are doing the master data synchronization. That means same customer, additional part we are adding. Right now this option is not there. It is inbuilt configuration you are going to do in accounts receivable itself. Okay, that means FSCM and FI both are merged together now. Got me?
Yes, I got now.
Okay, yeah.
Pradeep,
Dinesh?
how about BPC? Are we covering BPC as well?
Yeah, yeah, BPC is there. BPC is there. Consolidation.
Okay.
Yeah, Pradeep, sorry if I missed it. Do we cover some part of Fiori as well?
Yeah, Fiori we have to do. Fiori, see, two things are there. See, it is given. Fiori application, it is there. Like Fiori design and all, your Fiori consultants are there. But whatever the functionality or functional specification or all these things are required, that we have to do.
Sure, that's what as a functional consultant perspective, that's what I was. I understand there is a Fiori developers as well, but yeah,
Yes.
functional.
Fiori Romero, we are going to do.
Okay.
Hello, Pradeep, Anwar. So,
Yeah, Anwar.
is it functional or technical one?
What SAP is saying these Fiori apps are there. Okay, you can download and you are start working. So it's general app. If I am going to work on from my company point of view, this should be designed. So it should be designed as for my user. So it is called as role-based apps. So we will design this. So your Fiori consultants are there, technical people, they will design. But when they will design, some functional part will be there. So these things is our job.
Okay, fine.
It's a general app. If I will log into the Fiori, Yeah, tell me.
Pradeep, a quick question. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the difference between HANA and earlier our ECC, I know you covered most of that, and what I understood was with the S4 HANA it increases the performance, and as well with the tables, we got something called AC Docker, and the previous traditional tables were still there.
Yeah,
As a CDS, as a
CDS view, yes.
And also my question is there any change for the standard reports, like say any ledger, subledger reports, or like FBL 1N or 5N?
No. These things are there. If, for
Those
example,
things
if I, yeah, FBL 3N, if I will run, it's still there. It's still there. You can run it. Still there.
Okay. And what is this FBL 3H?
Row items. Yeah, row items. For example, in FBL 3N, we are getting the detail line items, all these things. But in FBL 3H, how many from your database, how many rows it consumed, that information we can get it here.
Like, can you just show one example?
Yeah,
Please?
right now I'm in FBL 3H. I just entered the company code, and you can see here how many rows it's consumed. So total, we have posted 6 rows in our database.
It's not as per the document. I mean, is it by the document number, or what does this show?
It is related to document number, but right now it is showing GL based. For example, you can see these are the different ledger. If I will say, for example, let's say I will select one GL here. Okay, for example, in cash ledger. So in cash ledger, how many rows it's consumed? Only 3. Whereas right now, if we will see here in a cash account, so many ledgers will be, you will find, so many line items you will find here in current system. So this report, we can get it here. Simply, I can say here in SCDoc, everything we are going to transfer to SCDoc. Previously, for like when we are posting a document, including, let's say, controlling, you will get the BKPF, you will get the BSEC, you will get the COBK, you will get the COEP. All these things are simplified and everything transferred to SCDoc. In SCDoc, you will find, if I will run you the SCDoc table, you will find everything there. Okay, so you can see here, your BKPF data are there, BSEC data are there, controlling this coin, this is controlling transactions are there, non-leading ledgers are there, extension ledgers are there. That means this is a common platform, everything we are going to transfer to SCDoc. And here multiple lines will not be there. When you are posting one line, let's say some account debited, some account credited, you are getting 2 line items in BSEC and COEP. Now it's 1. So we reduce the database size.
So if I want to drill down by those line items again, then again I go to my same FB03 or something with the document number.
FB03, yeah, FB03 is there. If you want to check the document number, let's say 1000, say FB03 is there. Okay. All these things, old system, everything is there.
Sure. It just to impact the good performance. This S4 HANA will be helpful.
We removed the reconciliation activities. Online reconciliation, it is there. And when we are executing, yeah, subledger. So everything as we are going to transfer in one place, so multiple tables executions are not there. It's not required.
Okay. And it reduces the dependency on BW reports as well.
Yeah, BW now, previously you are using, let's say 5 to 6 BW extractors. Now it is not required. Only one is enough because it is this HANA database size is too much. It is inbuilt also. No, 253, that is RAM, DRAM, the processing. Maybe I close it. So here, right now it is embedded BW. The next one, okay, maybe I closed here, this one. That means, yeah, this one. So it's now it's embedded BW. So no separate BWs are extractors required. It is there in your HANA itself.
Okay. Okay. I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
So, yeah, welcome. So 3 things are important. One is your universal journal. One is the single source of truth. This SCDoc is your single source of truth, and one in memory. okay, when we are saying that it is in memory means that means our current database is capable of processing the data, which is previously it was only for storing purpose we are using, whereas now it is we have the processing options are there. Okay, that is like for example, if I will say when we are sending any query, or when we send one query, let's say it will search multiple processors. Let me better, I will draw the diagram. Okay, right now we have processors are like this. Okay, so this is processor A, processor B, C. Okay, like this. So whenever we are searching any, first of all, it is like advantage is your OLTP and OLTP together, and it is in column also. And another thing is there, parallel and partition processors. Right now, what we are doing, you just sent one query, or you are trying to search something here. Okay, so it will go to, let's say the data is first it is going to search the data from A. If it is search the data from A, automatically other processes are locked. That is called as locked mechanism. First it will search here. That means one query will be at one processor. Okay, it's complete. Then it will go to B. It's complete. Others are locked. Then it will go to C, like this. Whereas right now, when we will in memory platform, when we are writing or we are searching something, one single query generates multiple query. Okay, that means at a time the same query will read the data, no locking mechanism, from different processors or from different tables. Okay, so say it, let's say processor B it is there, so other processors are locked. Why? Because due to locking mechanism. So the query cannot split in current system. The query cannot split into multiple queries, and it can read only single table. So as a result, when we are trying to search something, even small report, it will take long time, because one by one. Same example, if I will say, like in our bank, so one by one it will run, it will read the data. Whereas in HANA database, we are using here, all these things we will discuss in detail. We are using here 8 CPU into 15 core 15 core per blade. Okay, this is your hardware related. So that will be massive parallel scaling with many blades. So at a time, one single query you searched, it creates multiple query, and at a time it is going to read the multiple tables with help of multiple processors. So that's why it is another reason also it's faster.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Okay, no other question? Now come to certification point of view. So right now the certification which is available, although 709 that is available, like already released, but the certification I think it is not available. In fact, I did the 1610 certification. So the 1610 you can go for the certification, and for this also the materials are available. The 1610 certification, and the certification code, if you'll check, this is the certification code. Okay, I'm not sure 16 or 9. The current version is your, when we will work on 17 or 9. Okay, you will get your application server also on 17.9, but the certification is there. But in each topic, whatever the changes are there from 17 point of view, simple document, it is there. It's very nominal changes are there, not like big changes. 1610, they are saying this is the final version from finance point of view. Okay, but although they have released this 17.9, so some small changes are there. Okay, this is the current certificate. As for my knowledge, this is the current certifications are there. So the certification documents also I will provide you. Okay, that means this is only certification document. Configuration document, if I will show configuration document, same our old configuration documents will be there along with your, just a second if I will say. Okay, this document will help you in configuration. Okay, so old configuration, everything is there. Whatever the changes are there, you know all this configuration. These are nothing new for you. Whatever the changes are there, those things I highlighted in red. Okay, these are the like focus area. So in each topic, you will find some old configuration and some new configuration. So this document for configuration purpose, it will help you, and other document, it will help you. The certification document, from certification point of view, this document you need to refer. And right now, better to plan the SAP HANA certification. Huge demand is there. Okay, so if you go for the certification, then it will be better option. Okay, then. So I hope you got some idea, and I try to clarify some general queries related to S4 HANA. Okay, still you have any question, you can ask. Okay, Ravi, welcome. Ashwini, anything you want to discuss, or shall I wind up?
Thank you, Pradeep. See you in the next class.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Pradeep.
Yeah, bye, Dinesh.
Thanks, Pradeep.
Thanks, Pradeep.
Bye, Dinesh.
Thank you, Pradeep.
Bye, Unwal.